religion should follow the Luciferian doctrine. When you see Madame Helena Petrovna Blavatsky's book, The Secret Doctrine, where it talks about many of these things, and you see her publication called Lucifer Magazine. Even if you don't believe in God, you believe that we
Oh, I believe in God.
it came from or if you maybe then you're not an atheist, then you would be an agnostic.
Well, the thing is, I think that there's a distortion. There's old beliefs that were distorted long ago as a means to control people. I think that I got into this, like you said, I got on the bus at a different location. Before 9/11, around 2000, I started studying the alternate life of Jesus. And when I say Jesus, it means something different to me than it does to someone else. When I say God, it means something different to me than it does to somebody else. The Jesus I know didn't die on the cross. Didn't die on the cross for our sins. The Jesus that I know was here to tell all of us that we are all divine, that we all have a connection to the divine. And that story, in the Gnostic Gospels, was was a truth that was destroyed by Rome. And as Christianity emerged in Rome, which was the dominant power, it was a great thing that was usurped and changed in order to control people. The idea of Satan evolved during the time when Rome was writing and rewriting this message that came through hundreds of years before. And then it was rewritten again by the royal family of the British Empire. And the idea of Satan divides.
And of course, they killed all the writers.
Right. All the writers were after the life of Jesus also. But the main idea of an individual having a connection with the divine is left out. And Christianity is an idea system that's used to divide people from understanding themselves, to divide people from nature, divide God or everything into good and bad, and it separates.
Would you admit
instead of unifies?
Would you admit that those neocons, I call them neo-Nazis, who control America's commerce and currency, have used, do use, and will continue to use preachers who profess to be followers of and heralding the religion of Christ? Would you believe that some of these people, that this neo-Nazi cabal has in fact co-opted these counterfeit conservatives, counterfeit Christians, and are using them, and especially, I would say, religions, let's say like the Jehovah's Witnesses. They have used these people so that and when they use them, of course, it's abuse. Just like the pedophile priest.
Absolutely.
They prey upon the people that they preach to.
Absolutely. I think that it's been the people have been following blind preachers. That it's the blind leading the blind. They don't really understand their connection with the divine. Otherwise, they wouldn't be leading these people to the slaughter.
The Judas goat is not blind. The Judas goat can see. In the land of the blind, the one eye is king. We know that when the symbology, when the satanic Luciferian symbology, they describe it as that, is used on Uncle Sam, when it's used on the $20 bill when folded, when this is used, even if you don't believe in God, they believe in their Lord Lucifer.
I believe in God.
This is a religious.
And I understand that
Trust me when I say that this is a religious order. When you lay nude in the coffin and you're born again into a satanic order, it is a religious ceremony.
I understand that they believe in Satan. I refuse to believe in it. It's as if...
well, you don't have to believe in Satan, but you do believe that they believe in Satan.
Right. I believe that they believe in Satan. Now...
Okay, well, that's we've come a great distance here, my friend.
Right. Now, I don't believe in evil. I don't believe that evil...
exists?
I don't believe that evil exists. I believe that evil is a distortion of physical reality. It is a mechanism of categorization.
Let me ask you this question here.
Let me explain.
Okay.
What we perceive as evil is not in the light or unenlightened or in the dark, and so it is a misunderstanding or a not understanding the self, what reality is, not understanding what reality is and what it means to exist.
You've heard of the Illuminati, have you not?
Yes, I have.
They consider themselves to be the enlightened ones.
Right.
The bearers of the light.
Right.
These are the bearers of the light of Lucifer. When I know you don't believe in evil, but when I'm going to tell you a couple things that I've seen. When you go out into a street in Africa, the terrorists have just left, and you see something burning out there in the street, and it's a baby with its belly slashed with a pounding knife. It's stuffed with grass and lit on fire alive. When you see a woman that's been staked to the wall, her children's knees, her legs have been chopped off at the knees, and as she was dying, they watched her being raped and then stuck to the wall and then slashing the belly and bringing out the unborn child and beheading it. You believe that there are people who are evil. And unlike Shakespeare, who believed that the good that men do is oft entire to their bones and the evil live after them, I believe that the good that men do often lives after them. Evil can exist and does exist in the minds of certain men who, like the Aleister Crowley. In fact, I think you've all heard the story about Aleister Crowley, or Crowley, being the real father of Barbara Bush. Of course, she looks like Aleister Crowley, but you can't always tell from looks. That's a pretty scary individual. And if you talk to individuals like I have, who've actually participated in satanic covens, they believe in Lucifer. They believe in Satan. They believe in Lucifer is God.
Now, I think that some people can't understand God, can't have God without, a good God without having a bad God. And the way I understand God, which is a limited term, God is all that is. It's omnipotent and omnipresent. It's present everywhere, and it's like saying that because this apple has a top, it must also have a bottom, without recognizing that they're both parts of the same whole.
Well, I do not believe that I believe in God,
a good God,
a good God,
and a bad
I believe
God.
That the absence of good can often be evil. Yet I've seen people who do not believe in Jesus Christ, do not believe in anything, any God, but they are good people. For instance, if you take a look at Akira Kurosawa's movies, Yojimbo or Sanjuro, along comes this Toshiro Mifune character into a town, and he sees that there's two groups and they're both bad, and he sets one group against the other, and they kill each other, and then finally he cleans up the town and he walks away. It's not because he believed in God. He just believed that these people were involved in evil, and he wanted to see that come to an end. And we are, coming to a little bit past the midnight hour.